I had a wayward thought the other day. I thought to myself, how is it that I knew prior to Revenge of the Sith that Obi-Wan shoves Anakin into a volcano? I knew it when I was a kid. That was established lore. Obi-Wan fights Anakin, shoves him into a volcano, and that's why he's in the medical suit. And I think in my case, a friend told me that. And I was like, how did I know that? And then I realized I know how I knew that. I read the novelizations of all three original movies. I read Splinter of the Mind's Eye, which was the sequel before Empire Strikes Back, when they went a very different way. Like, there's very much a romance with Luke and Leia, and he fights Vader, and somebody should make an animated film of Splinter of the Mind's Eye. It's such a mind fuck of, like, it's not where Star Wars goes.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
It's almost like was that Halloween Kills, or what's the second, or the
Halloween Kills
2019 or whatever.
Yep.
Or whatever it was, where it ignores all the previous, like, hell, let's ignore Empire Strikes Back, baby.
Yeah.
And make that.
Luke and Leia get it on. Han Solo is killed by Jabba the Hutt. Whoever, and he looks very different. He looks like a guy in a sweater vest. A woolly sweater vest. But anyway, I was like, oh yeah, I think Obi-Wan, in the novel, he, like, after Yoda dies, Obi-Wan blabs to him for a lot longer. And he reveals,
have I told you about my Padawan?
That's so funny.
Ahsoka Tano.
She was your father's exotic teenage alien apprentice, a fine piece of jailbait from a more civilized age.
But I was like, was he like, Luke, I shoved your father into a volcano? I was like, I think he did. This is a quote from George Lucas after A New Hope came out. This is before Empire Strikes Back. They were like talking, they were like, who are all these people? and Lucas goes, Vader kills Luke's father, then Ben and Vader have a confrontation, just like they have in Star Wars, and Ben almost kills Vader. As a matter of fact, he falls into a volcanic pit and gets fried, and is one destroyed being. That's why he has to wear the suit with a mask, because it's a breathing mask. It's like a walking iron lung. He's saying this in 1977. His face is all horrible inside. I was going to shoot a close-up of Vader where you could see the inside of his face, and then we said, no, it would destroy the mystique of the whole thing.
That's for the third one.
But yeah, he's like, I've shoved him into lava, and he came out more machine than man. And
now let me tell you about his exotic teenage apprentice.
She wore a miniskirt every day, so we told her there were no panties in space.
I was reading this whole thing that was, it was kind of detailing all these ridiculous, they were like, in the novel, Han Solo does not chuck something at an Imperial guard and it makes him flying off of a railing and to die. I was like, well, that's a bad change.
Great!
I think this is fascinating. I'm 37 years old. You just turned 38 not long ago, right? Ian McDiarmid played Emperor Palpatine in Return of the Jedi when he was 37.
I know. Yeah, he was a young guy. That's why he's old in the prequels.
Oh yeah, okay, here's the passage. You should not think of that machine as your father. When I saw what had become of him, I tried to dissuade him, to draw him back from the dark side. We fought. Your father fell into a molten pit. When your father clawed his way out of that fiery pool, the change had been burned into him forever. He was Darth Vader, without a trace of Anakin Skywalker. Irredeemably dark, scarred, kept alive only by machinery and his own black will. So that's how we knew. We knew for a while that there was going to be a lava fight. And a lava fight there was.
And I had the high ground.
You didn't say one thing about the high ground.
Subscribe to Red Cow Entertainment on Patreon for full episodes every other week.